Hello, welcome back. Last time, I think I figured out all the routing things that I need to know to get through the current room, but then my body ran out of energy and just could not continue at the time. So, hopefully I'll get this done really quick because theoretically I have all the knowledge. And then we can look at another room, but if I'm all day in here again, then that's just what happens. Alright, so, how much do I remember? Everything? Hopefully. Not all the timings, because those have to be calibrated every single day. But right, I want to do this quickly. And that jump is hard, a lot of jumps are. Do that, get here. Yeah, I think I remember all the moves. There we go, that's more like how I want that to look. That's not, because I was too far right. That happens a lot. I do need to steer right, it's just I have to not do it too early. It's hard to know how early is too early. Yeah. And yeah, so I want to be fast in the section between here and, well, everywhere really. Well, not everywhere. There's a couple of places where I stop racing for a moment. But the start of the race is to get to mover number 2 quickly after touching mover number 1. There we go. There we go. Alright, get the boost, go here, do this, do that. But then, yeah, one of the many things that usually goes wrong at that switch happened. I'm either gonna bump into the side of it, or be left with blue hair, or go too high and not be able to air hyper. Until I don't, and it works. There we go. Didn't get the boost on the way in, but maybe that's okay. I forgot what I was doing there, but that actually worked fine. And I always forget what I'm doing here, and I usually pause, and then that messes with my sense of timing. Okay, I remember the spot I want to be. Alright, I want to land. I want to be about... My spacing looks good. About very slightly right of here. I hyper, I jump, I wall bounce... I veer left, I wave dash, get the spring, go up, get the other spring. Wait a little while and then go right. I didn't wait long enough before the right dash after the second spring of the vertical mover. Wave dash on the thing, be done. I was too far right for my hyper as it turns out. Okay, so I guess the spot I want to aim at is a little left of that. Okay. Alright, here we go. So, I did a downright dash on the previous attempt and that kind of felt good. Maybe I should be doing that more often. Maybe somehow it lines me up better for things? I seem to have suddenly calibrated for the first little bit of this, maybe. Well, but things like that will still sometimes go wrong. Nah. Nah. Okay, here. That was the spot, but I messed up my updash, okay? I think I figured out something about something that was bothering me. So the reverse wave dash on mover number 2... Let's see if I can get to the spot. If I want to talk about it, then no, I won't be able to, probably. Yeah, okay. I mean, like, here's what most of my runs look like. It's like that. Just one little thing will go wrong among the several dozen that are likely to go wrong every single run. And then I gotta start over. Yeah, okay, so if I think of this as a sequencing thing, where I press the direction before the jump button when reversing, that fixes my issue. Just be very aware of the order. It's like doing a dream hyper, but in the opposite order. Well, no. It's two different inputs. Dream hyper is dash before jump. Reverse is direction before jump. And the part of what makes it confusing is dash is button before direction. Or at least you gotta keep holding the direction for long enough after the button. But jump's the other way around. Jump is instant. Jump has to be already primed before the button is pressed. And I have to keep this stuff in mind while executing this entire long, complicated script, but hopefully that'll let me at least fix one of the main killer issues here. And hopefully all the other spots, I don't have a fix for that, it's just sometimes I'm gonna release the direction. Well, like I was saying, that's the having to hold the direction for long enough after the dash button. Anyway, yeah, so like all those other spots where I was failing my reverse something, that should be a potential fix. I don't think that was a direction problem. Yeah, my hair was blue, that was a, just didn't even land, so I got like a wall jump or something. No! There. Here-ish. Oh, I have lots of time, but I didn't do the right thing. An earlier up left dash would have been the thing. Here-ish. That was iffy. I might have been able to do it if I'd waited a little longer, though. Here-ish. Yep. A little farther right than that. So, like, okay, here's the reference point that I'm using. When it passes... where am I? Here. So this most upward protruding spike, when the entire mover is visible, clear of that. Like when the left side of it passes the right side of this upward most spike, and I'm standing on the right side of it. That's about when I want to hyper. I want to land... actually, maybe I should do it a tiny bit later, because I want to land. Probably get a little bit of coyote time would be fine. Okay. So, like, half a tile past where that's clear? I mean, okay, what do I think of as the right edge of the spike? If I think of it as the literal last visible pixel, like the rightmost protrusion that's not part of the hitbox, then that's about where I want it to be. If I think of it as what I understand as the hitbox, which is like where I can draw a square and enclose all solid pixels is how I think of that, then that is about half a tile away. Okay, so the literal last pixel on the spike, I'm going to separate from the thing, the mover that I'm on. Okay. And then, when I see how accurate that is, if it's off in some direction, I can adjust. Yep. Literal last pixel. Ooh, that was way too early, but it wasn't somehow? I didn't do an up left dash because that was so far left. Okay, so maybe I have some flexibility. Well, I aimed for it and it worked. It didn't look like I expected it to look if I had hit my target. But I aimed for it and it worked, so I'll keep aiming there. I just need to improve my up left dash afterwards. Man. Here-ish. Improve the up left. Here we go. Okay. There we go. There we go. Room is done. Okay. 20 minutes today? Okay. If you asked me how I felt 5 minutes ago, I would say exhausted and miserable. If you asked me how I felt now, I would say exhausted and slightly less miserable. Okay, let's look at what's here. So this is another, I'm still in the same room, so this, the watchtower didn't happen to show me, but this is indeed room 4.2, so that was room 4.1 there. Got it. Gonna be real, I don't have the energy to parse this right now. That last one, even though it was only 20 minutes today, kinda has taken everything out of me already. I see a thing over there, is that my destination? I guess so. Yeah, like, my mind just cannot even go here. But when my energy returns on another day, it was mental energy this time. Physically I feel fine, but mentally I'm just not here anymore. Okay, when my energy returns on another day, I will look at what's in this room and be happy because it's something fresh and new and I can figure out what's going on in it.